Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Douglas Claims Train Sim World. So today we have the release of the all-new Class 465 networker on the Southeastern High Speed, and yeah, this will be our kind of first look, first try, first stream of the all-new train for Train Sim World. It's one I've been away for a long time now. It's a train that I'm very big fan of here in the real world, so very excited to give that a go today. But first things first, as always, we'll have a good trader, see what we're getting, and give us a go in Train Sim World today, if all goes to plan. Perhaps if I got the audio working, give me 2 seconds. Try it again, shall we? Yes, so Class 465 networker, the Kent, what's it called? The Kent, there's a name for it, I've actually forgotten the nickname. The Kent, give me a second. Kent Links Network, that's it. So, first things first, we'll do a quick run of the tutorial, make sure we let our train work, see how it goes together. Hopefully, see how it goes in the sim as well. So, go to Explore, go to Training, it's the only one not completed yet, the Class 465/9 Introduction. Yep, back in Train Sim World. Not quite sure. I disagree, Frazzle. I like Rail Driver. It's not a bad little unit, this. Alright, class 465, /9 Introduction.
Welcome to driver training here at Gillingham Depot. Today you'll be learning to drive this Class 465/9 in Southeastern livery. This brief introduction will cover critical driving controls and passenger operations. Climb aboard to get started.
Right, so let's have a look, shall we? Cross the track, jump in the train, and let's get aboard.
Take a seat in the driver's position. This is where you'll be spending most of your time. To activate the control desk, set the master key to on. The reverser determines the direction of travel.
Enter neutral.
Set the exterior lights for the expected operation.
Day running. One switch of that. Very night running. Day on, there you go. The lights come to off. Tail lights you can't control from the light switch, do it from the sim. Maybe reverse it into the forward position. Set the array to off.
Time to get going. For this introduction, you'll be driving from here, Gillingham Depot, to Gillingham Station, and then on to Rochester.
You know Alan Thompson's not the seller of those controllers, it's
combined power brake control.
what are they called?
To accelerate, move this control into the power range. To slow down and stop, move this control into the brake range.
I know which ones you're talking about. You're talking about the
Apply some power now to get moving.
TS controller stuff. Alan Thompson sells them. He's not the producer of them, TS controllers are. I can't get moving, but you got to remember, well, Alan Thompson stuff may feel better, but they're not a cheap bit of kit. This is all together in one unit. Like I said, I do like Rail Driver. Rail Driver. Switch the power brake into the off position.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements.
Looking Gillingham Station in just 0.6 miles. Yes, so class 465, in this case the stroke 9 edition. aka so the 29s were basically trains. I think they were like strokes 1 and 2 in the past, but then they had like new motors, retrofits, that kind of stuff to upgrade trains' performance. Originally built by Metro Camel, but then Burrell and ABB both produced their own version of 465, 466 and a few other networkers as well. And these were built between 1992 and 1994. The Metro Camel one we're in today also features the motors. I can't quite remember who produced them, they're ABB motors, but sounds are phenomenal. So these sounds are licensed from Armstrong Powerhouse AP Sounds, which do sound really good, and hopefully during runs today should give us quite a bit of range in that as well. Like I say, it's a train that I've been very excited for since Delta first announced it. I'm a massive fan of the networks here in the UK, and yeah, hopefully we'll work ourselves rather well today. The 465s and the 466s. 465s today for this scenario. 466s very similar. The main difference is that they only come in sets of 2. Although they are cross-compatible, and you can run up to like 10 car train sets featuring 2 465s with 466 strapped onto the end.
To slow down and stop, move the power brake controller into the brake range.
And yeah, smart controller, so everything's all put together in one go. One thing also that I got out about networkers, so modern day Electrostars are all based on the networker design. Back when British Rail was privatised, the designs for the network were sold off to, I think it was Bombardier, or one of the predecessor companies before that, and that's where the Electrostar, well, Electrostars and Turbostars. Turbostars were from the 166, 165 DMUs, the Electrostars came from the 465, 466, and 3 something, can't remember, EMUs. We're now approaching at Gillingham, but a little bit braking in, just allow train to help slow down. Very good. And train comes to a halt. 365, thanks for that fortnight.
Take a quick glance of the platform to ensure all is safe before unlocking the doors.
Click on the platform, all looks good. Doors unlocked. Yeah, it's quite a fascinating little train this. Lots of history, and also the train, it was introduced in the 1990s, and for a lot of people it's the train that saved British Regional Rail, because these replaced a lot of old Slandor units, and a lot of, I guess, older but still modern units from South London went up to the north. But basically, for a long time, regional rail in the UK was not quite up to scratch, and so the networkers were designed as a cheap train that could be easily built, quick manufactured, and sent out of British Rail while being reliable as well, and therefore less maintenance, less costs, and just overall run rather well. So these trains were built, like I say, in the early 1990s, 1994. These ones have run since day one on the East Coast Main Line, back then Network Southeast, and continue to run the Southeastern to this day. So went to Network Southeast during privatisation, went with Connex.
It's time to get going. Set the doors to locked.
Doors. After Connex, it was then
Continue this
Southeastern,
passenger service to Rochester,
and then Southeastern went to Southeastern Govia, who now operate the rail to this day. Right, next station, Chatham. Train sales available for PC on Steam, as well as the... whoops. We forgot about the speed limit there. Also, went to match brake position there, so we may lose our speed there, or maybe not. Yeah, so trains are available for PC, Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation. So it's all for console and PC. Oh, there we go. 60. Let's get ourselves going, shall we? Oh yeah, the sounds are fantastic. Sounds are fantastic on the 465. They do sound really, really good. There's EMU to Force 65 to our... Sorry, I'm almost confused now. 375. Come on, Drawyah, better than this. Don't do so much in the way of a... No, we'll have the cab lights on. In reality, you should have the cab lights turned off because it... Well, dark tunnel causes glare on the windshield, also potentially strains the driver's eyes. But for sake of streaming, we'll just have the lights turned on. My rail driver's on PC, and no, it's not compatible with PS4, I'm afraid. Fortnite. Rail driver's only compatible on PC. Yes, so the Southeastern London Faversham route, it says. We're currently going between Gillingham and Faversham on both the 465s and the 375s. Now this line here. Slowing down, brake 1 for 30 miles per hour. Little sound on the horn there. I must say, it's a very rustic old train, although complete wooden interior finishing, which was certainly of its time. Yes, Train Simulator, Train Sim World, not Train Simulator, this is Train Sim World. 465, it's out now, it's out on Steam, it's out on PlayStation, out on PC. It released at 2 PM today, so a bit earlier than usual Dovetail Game stuff. And so I'm shooting a bit earlier now, so I've only just realised it came out, so I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. I just got Southeastern 465 today, it doesn't explore on foot apparently. No, so at the moment its AI services are a bit limited, but Dovetail are planning to rebuild the AI services for a future time, so for now it's a bit limited. As it goes further into release, they'll kind of spread it out a bit, give it a bit more reach. Welcome to Chatham. Let's run straight into a halt, shall we? Running a 4-car set. Yes, it's on Xbox Series X. Yes, AVR. Expansions will be pretty good, Flames. Expansions will be pretty good. Maybe one day for the future. But I believe that I have said they're not looking to them at the moment. They're focused on trying to expand the reach of the world. So, for example, we've got the upcoming Arosa line from River Games based out in Austria, Switzerland. You have the upcoming US routes as well. They've also recently announced the new route out in... It's not Edinburgh, it's Glasgow. New Glasgow loop line coming out as well, which is looking pretty good. Lots and lots of new routes, lots and lots of new trains. And I have noted releases are now a lot closer together for Train Sim World, which hopefully in the long term means that there'll be more routes, more expansions as well, kind of actually giving you more of the world of Train Sim World. Correct, that's correct. My life as Isaac, sorry. Sorry, just got out the username there. Next flight's in stream, not sure yet, Condro. Probably this weekend, as they always are. The controller is a rail driver. It's a rail driver unit. Bought it a couple of weeks ago. I do like it. I do like it. It's closed. And get going, shall we? Next station, Rochester. Tunnel. I've not heard of Mahano trains, Diego. Not heard of them. It's a little bit breaking. This is going downhill at this point. Small adjustment to control, just to make sure that your train is running smooth and stable. What routes are on this? So, to be fair, it's best check the Train Sim World release page because there are loads of routes now. It's been out for, well, Train Sim World took about a year ago now. Train Sim World 2020, the original one, also had about 20 different routes for it over the last couple of years. So, let's check the Steam store to see all the routes that come with it. But it's quite a few now, and it is always a growing number, which is good to see. Now passing through the Old Rochester station. You brought it up with the dev team. You work for Dovetail Games, but you don't work for the Train Sim World side of things. Oh right, okay. What part do you work for then, Flames? Which part of Dovetail do you stick around at? FPS, we're getting 60 right now. 60 inside, 60 outside. Running a very strong 60 today. Pin max doesn't sound right. You put it at notch 3 upon departure. I'll give that a go for the next one. To be fair, that is worth saying. So you're not supposed to basically yeet it into position 4 straight away. You need to kind of train a bit of a gradual acceleration up. So something I should be doing for all my trains. Something I'm sure I'll learn at some stage in the future. As well as braking. I always brake a bit too harsh, I do admit that as well. Yes, the dartboard is AWS. Not sure if it's actually active or not. No, it's not. There we go. Yeah, so AWS, auxiliary warning system, just allows the driver to hear an audible warning in case that signals are changing. So in this case, red signal would mean that we'd hear the AWS alert sound. A little bit further forward, I'm going to break it too short there. I'm right up to the stop mark on the left. It's on and halt. Perfect. Doors open, and that's the end of our training.
Work. That concludes all the basics of operating this train.
So watch our progress, as always, a little bit speedy during the midpoint there, but for the most part, not bad for a first run. I'm sure as we go into the passenger services now, we'll get more of a chance to see it all in action. So jump to the main menu, let's see what Southeastern High Speed 465 has to offer us. So like I say, it's only the section between Gillingham and Faversham you can actually use trains on. Of course, if you go to the scenarios and go to off-rails, you can extend it all the way to St Pancras if you want to. But as this is a local commuter train, it only operates on the shorter midpoint of the routes. Both 4-car and 8-car sets, both flexible with the little paintbrush thing there. They do probably change that at some stage, make it away from paintbrush. And yeah, generally operates the Charing Cross services to Rainham. Yeah, small section there. I believe it's from Gravesend to Rainham. Starts off. In fact, we did train tutorial that way, so we'll go away from London. We'll go towards Rainham's our first stop. Oh yeah, Flames. In that case, I might have spoken to you at some point in emails in the past. Then do quite a bit of Dovetail games. Right, so 2 Lima 31 Charing Cross to Rainham. Take service from Gravesend, Class 465 / Southeastern W SCW SE. I'm sure someone will know what the W stands for. Southeastern something. Right, so set train up. Let's get ready to go. Feet in, reverse it into forward, doors unlocked, set the headlights to day running. Well, that's a slightly laser train. Anytime we even touch anything, we'll get the action points for that. Like I say, so far so good. Based on what we've seen so far in terms of the Dovetail game, promotional videos, tutorials, trailers, that kind of stuff, it's looking very good. And the sounds by far the big standout thing for this train. So allow passengers to board. We depart in approximately 50 seconds. Welcome Irene, how are you doing? Welcome to Java Chats. How are you today? No brothers, train sim world, not a flight sim. Yeah, get rid of the UI there, 2 seconds. In fact, I'm not sure how I'm going to actually get this to work, because you know how my green screen is, but even just my shelf right there, you can't really see it because of the green screen. Basically, I've got a little Hornby 466 unit that lives on my shelf. So, the network is by far my most favourite trains here in the UK. I'll mess up my webcam now, or the Drawyah. Yeah, networkers I do absolutely adore here. Close the doors. Ref departure in approximately 2 seconds. Cross up and get going. Make sure that AWS is turned on, have alert systems active. Just a heads up, I'm going to start muting all flight sim Microsoft Flight Sim comments because I find it incredibly disrespectful when people talk about flight sim during train sim streams. Also, I'll set up the UI as well, so that is actually how I like it. So no on-screen pop-ups, no need for the train stop markers on the floor. Those I can kind of manage quite easily with the platform side stop markers. No, Charles, there's no like ticket inspector mode, none of that kind of stuff here in Trainsim World. At the moment, you can either ride as a passenger in the foot mode, or you can ride as the driver, in this case fancy cab. Which my ride driver is also in frame. Increase slowly up to 50 miles per hour. And a couple hundred yards will shoot up to 70 miles per hour. Station Higham is now just under 4 miles away. Go for the rear train to pass the speedboard now, and then it accelerates. There we go. Your exam tomorrow. It's absolutely not, Will. Focus on your exam. Good luck with that tomorrow. If you're bored, in fact, go to your exam if you're bored. So we're going to hit the speed limit now of 70 miles per hour. The 465 has a top speed of 75 miles per hour, so not as fast as the Electric Stars, so it doesn't accelerate as fast either. But you have to remember that this is an old train. Now been operated for about 30, well actually yeah, 29, 30 years now on the Southeastern network. Although some of the older units are set to be replaced by the 707s when they get transferred from the South West trains. So they're not going anywhere just yet. A few of the older units will see the end of life come around now, but most of them, they will be sticking around for a good few more years to come before they disappear. Oh, that's quite interesting, Flames. I used to do a bit of commuter on myself. That was a good couple of years ago before I changed to marketing social media, but commuter roles, they are quite fun. They are quite fun. A lot more talkative, a lot more social than your standard marketing roles. I've also noted I'm missing all of the whistle boards on this stretch. More alert for that. There's no updates yet on the Great Western Legends. Coming out soon, GW Legends, but there's no real official news on that just yet. I'm definitely keeping an eye out for it. Midland Main Line, nothing confirmed yet with that either. I don't think Midland Main hasn't even been announced yet, so in terms of the future Trainsim World, check the Dovetail roadmap, and that gives you an idea of what trains and routes are releasing upcoming. Not too bad, DLN. Not too bad. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chats. Take care, brothers. Good to have you on today. In a couple of moments, start preparing ourselves to slow down for Higham now, just 0.8 miles away. We'll stick it on brake. Position 1. Now trying to start slowing down for the next station. Different driving styles to the 745. It's similar, Will, in regards to it having a throttle brake master controller on the left there. Oops, that's the speed set there. We'll talk about more of that later. Similar to how it operates because the networker is basically like an early prototype for the Electric Star. I'd say the cab is a lot more spacious. There's no gangway wheel there to kind of take up half the space. It's a very spacious, very nice little cab, this. Train, just a lot of fun to drive overall. Yes, these are slight start. 2. Running an 8-car set today. So for the most part, most stations are just using the full lengths of the platforms. Slowly coast. Not quite sure what's rude, Kendall. What's rude? Can you AFK if you do long trip on sim? Whoops. Pay attention, Drawyah. You can go AFK, I guess, if you're running long distance without safety systems. Though if AWS is active, then I probably would not recommend it. Welcome to Chatham Station. Look in the interior. Classic British Rail 3x2 heating layouts. Right hand side there. Your open space here for disabled toilet, disabled seating, wheelchair access in front of here. Go to the very end of the cars. They're not so much, well, Southeast still have it, kind of. They have got like a first class section at the ends of both ends of trains. I believe the central first classes was the far end. They will be declassified, as in terms of railway terms, first class is the London side of the train. I'm sorry, Kendall, for not seeing everyone's comments. I am streaming at the same time. I'll just be rude yourself. You know, Dr. Ken's Train Squad's devs are working on more variety around the world. Lights on. Yeah, so like I said, they have announced that they are going to work on their main focus right now is on more routes rather than expanding routes at the moment. Expansions may be one for the future, but they have definitely said that for now their main focus will be actually getting more routes into the sim, a bit more variety, a bit more of a selection. Next station, Strood, 2 miles. To be fair, plane spotting, a lot of stations on the South Eastern network, especially in this section, they're not the most busy. Especially Chatham, it's not exactly the most populated town in the world. As we start reaching more central push routes, so Gillingham, Rochester, Chatham, that's where stations and platforms get a little bit busier. I have played OMSI in the past. I do rather enjoy it. The only reason I don't stream it much is because I know that you guys who watch the channel don't enjoy the OMSI streams. A lot of complaints, so I've kind of stopped doing it on the channel. But Train Sim World and Flight Simulator both seem to be king when it comes to streams here. AWS is not linked to the alert button, so I'm going to have to use the Q key on the keyboard for that. I'll make sure that gets noted to Pilsen later. A little bit breaking in now since we're slowly approaching Strood Station. Niels! Good to see you, man. How you doing? Welcome to Channel with Chats. The 4651 for you, or is it one I can give a miss yourself? I'm enjoying it so far. The sound's probably one of the best sounding trains in Train Sim World as of late. The audio imported from, well, licensed from AP, Armstrong Powerhouse, definitely go a long way with this unit. Very fine job indeed. Same traction motors, well, very similar traction motor we got on the London Underground's 1996 stock. So during the very initial bit of acceleration, you do hear the same sounds, different tones for the 465. Take care, Will. Have a good one. Bye bye. Well, matter of seconds behind schedule. Nothing particularly much just to worry about. Brought in the platform. Green trains are hot, and as you can see on the ticking there, turn to the left. Our next bit of the journey. Going past 465, not because it doesn't look or sound good. There was enough content with Southeastern High Speed. That's fair. I mean, this one well, like I say, it came out at like 2 PM UK time. I bought it about, well, half an hour ago. I thought it was going to be like more of a 6 PM release time and stuff I normally do. But on this occasion, well, I didn't even know what was going on. I just looked at Discord. Oh look, it released 2 hours ago. Quickly buy it, snap it up, have a look at it, and yeah, kind of see how it all goes together. But I'm enjoying it so far. £11, definitely well spent, I'd say. And like I say, it's a train that I do adore in real life. So for me, it kind of made sense to pick up as well. I sit here looking at the 466 unit on my Hornby shelf. Alright, next station, Rochester. Came out at around 2 o'clock, Nathan. Around 2 o'clock. So for console, it released at midnight. The PC, 2 PM release. No, Nathan, there's no Sheerness branch in Trainsim World. Sheerness branch is not included. You have London St Pancras, on the map. London St Pancras up to Ebbsfleet International. We then go down the slow line, Chatham Main Line, through Gillingham, through Rochester, into Faversham. And across the water, spot the submarine that's in the water. It's an old Russian submarine. Did a bit of research for it. It's an old Russian submarine decommissioned at the end of the Cold War, and well, ended up in the UK. It was a museum piece. People go inside and look inside, but that was stopped a couple of years back for refurbishments that it never got. So the train rail driver unit costs about £250. £250 plus shipping plus import tariffs for the UK from the US. It's not a cheap bit of kit. It is cheaper than my flight simulator hardware. That costs about a little bit more than that. But I like it. I like it. It's a quality little unit. Does feel rather good. That's with a lot of trains for both Train Simulator and Train Sim World, which is always helpful. I've realised my Great Western Railway livery still on these trains. I'll quickly delete that at the end of this session there, because the Great Western don't quite operate on Southeastern. Yeah, so the 395 was green. I'll show it to you in a second. Whoops, there was the stop mark there. Going to the 1012, not the 48. So the reason it's green is because it's in my Great Western Railway livery I put together for the stream a little while ago. I need to remove that from the session there. Whoops. Unless Great Western have expanded down to Faversham and just didn't tell anybody. My class fake 100. Fake 100. £30 mph limit out of Rochester as you go through the old station platforms. Next station, Chatham. Off Chatham, we stop at Gillingham and Raynham, where the train terminates. NWS, this is a single yellow now, so prepare ourselves for a red signal stop. 26 miles from Chatham Station, so presumably the signal will be after the station. Answer is no, actually it's not, it's before the tunnel, isn't it? Yes, next signal is just before the tunnel. Oh, an accident. When you create a livery in Train Sim World, livery copies onto services after that. I've got the tool that people use to copy and remove trains for these custom liveries for these trains. Just going to quickly delete the 305 later when I get there. Not sure how long the stream will be, Gabrielle. It's not going to be my longest one, because it's only a single train that operates on a single route up and down the line. We'll have a bit of fun about different weather, different times of day. The scenarios I'll be doing separately on channel over this couple of days, so do keep an eye on that. But I'll talk about that more when we finish the service, when we get a chance to have a look at it in a bit more detail again. So the only thing we won't get an opportunity to do is ride as a passenger, as it does not yet appear in service mode. Right, bring train to a halt. I'll check the map as well, potentially for services in front of us that's causing the signals there. It's double yellow now, so wherever it is it's moving. Just by that destination board, you can see the 410 car stop marker. Just in front of that, a halt. Been about 5 seconds of time saver right now, so being very good for that. Chatham Station, of course, where Dovetail Games are based. They're about 2 miles in that direction. You kind of see the water in the distance. Not the most clear, I must admit. 'Cause it's like over there, where the water is. They're based at the old Chatham Dockyard. So down from the roof. There we go. Go. 1431, 2 random 408 cars. The beep nickel is the door alarm, so when we open and close the doors, that's how passenger doors are opening, doors are closing. We'll have a look at that in the stern view next time we stop at Gillingham. Again, I'm not doing very well with the speed limits today, aren't I? Slowly breaking every single speed limit on this line. And Western Pelson is a good day. Miles Gillingham. The sounds are fantastic, train dude. The sounds are fantastic. The 465, by far the best sounding train. At least the best sounding train we've had in a long time in Train Sim World. The audio, like I say, Armstrong Powerhouse licensed. Pristine. Absolutely pristine. Yes, set down cab lights turned on. They should be turned off, but because we're streaming, I turn them on just so people can actually see the cab layouts. But if I'm doing it on my own, I'll generally have the cab lights turned off. Since it's all about the realism. All about the realism and the driver glare. Oh, we've got a rail tour on the right hand side there. A couple of Mark II coaches as well. Very nice. Now approaching Gillingham Station. A little bit braking on for that. Next signal is ready on the platform, so try not to overshoot that. Hydrogen class 378. Remind me the route comes on Aaron Thompson. 378. 377 I remember, that's East Coast Way. 375's on Southeastern. 378 you have to remind me. Ellington Airline. Kieran, this is Train Sim World. Ellington operating trains. I have derailed trains in the sim before, yes Jared. I have gone and derailed trains in the past. It's not as easy as you think, but it's certainly possible. Yeah, stop marking up now. I'm just the external view. Stop just before that. doors open. Not sure which one we're going to have to look around. Yeah, of course. Hang on. Nope, that's the SD. I need to turn that off. Stop beeping. Yeah, so there's a very detailed train this. Very nice put together. I think at the end of the run we'll have a quick chance to look inside the cabin more properly. Which little details the train does come with. We'll close the doors. Train moves forward. There's no real animation for derailing, the train just comes off the track. There's no real animation for that. Correct Waterloo, yes. And do our dispatch correctly on this channel. Overground. There's no overground on Train Sim World. Sorry, you're right. 378 is the capital start. Train Sim World does not have the 378, but Train Simulator does, and I have done it on that sim before a couple of times. The 3-on-3 is the more exciting one. Yes, Declan, this is PC. We're using Steam for our Train Sim World action. Rain's on next station. We'll be cutting across into the bay, not the bay platform, sorry, the terminus platform. So try to stop for the buffers at the end of that. To 80 miles per hour there, won't affect us, down to 25 in about 1.7 miles. Lego, of course, muskets, Lego. A little bit more speed up now actually, since we've got plenty of time to accelerate there. We don't need to stop it raining for another, well, 2.5 minutes expected, 1.6 miles. As long as we're doing above 60, we'll get there on time. Someone could choose to pick one. Train Sim Mod or Flight Sim Mod should you pick? Oh, it's not part of the question at all, Gabrielle. Train Sim Mod, any day of the week. Any day of the week. Yes, the fastest speed record on the train was the TGV. It was the duplex as well, one of the testing duplex trains. Reached a speed of 574 kilometers per hour. I was doing a testing run in 2012, I think it was. Or 2007 even, because 2000 train came out. Very powerful trains, TGV. Very powerful trains indeed. But the Japanese Shinkansen slowly gets faster and faster with each new series they introduce. The running speed of Shinkansen now is up to like 400 km per hour. It's a very, very quick network. I'm going to slow down now, 25. Platform 0 we'll be stopping at. 0 mark on top of the signal there. Got a set of points just coming in front of us now, which I'm going to slow down for that. Also good. Favourite featureless routes? Well, if talking about features, it'd probably be the switchover point as the international from the French network to the British network. Very smart, that. And also, the French routes, nothing is moving high speed, so it's a lot more it's a lot stress-free, no messing around with the pantographs and speed controls while travelling at 200 km per hour. Yeah, G stands for Grande Vitesse. Grande Vitesse. Oh yeah, just people complain about chat. say train sim not for everyone. Train sim's not for everyone. But hey, as long as you guys are watching it and enjoying it, that's the that really matters, I guess. Welcome to Raynham, now playing to platform 0. No real stop marker for this bit. Just stay pushing out to the buffers. Stop slightly short of that. So, open. Lights come off. Train will put into the neutral position. Master controller into the off position. As soon as we're ready to close the doors, goes off. We'll turn the tail lights on. Those are going to go to the off position. So we need to do that, don't I? The off position. Open. Lock the doors. Back of the train. We can switch over and take those back to Charing Cross. So how we did it again? Small bits of speeding throughout the line, but for the most part, not too bad. Not too badly managed. I can live with that. Timetable wise, on time for every stop. Didn't miss anything, that's good. Stopping distance, apart from 15-yarder Higham, Rochester, not too bad. Strood, Chatham and Gillingham. Level 6, level 11 on the routes, level 4 on the train. 28 minutes, so far so good. Return to free roam. We won't drive the return service, go back to the main menu. In fact, we'll check the time for departure maybe. But let's have a look at the interior, shall we? A bit more detail. Classic networker interior. Very nicely laid out. We're going to have a few safety warnings, and I think we'll have a few Southeastern notices as well throughout the train. It's not many, not as much as the 375 did. In cab, of course, you did have a few Southeastern documents there. What's this going to be? This is going to be phraseology. A few operating instructions for the cab at Southeastern. Very nice. Yeah, the first class section there, same seat, well, slightly more padded seats you can see in the standard class's average seating. A bit more padded here in the first class section. A few head covers as well for the headrest. Windows do not open, they're locked by a T key, which avoids passengers opening the service. As, well, I'm not quite sure the law behind it, but I believe in the UK it is now illegal for the windows to be open on a train. It has to be air conditioning throughout. Well, for modern trains, you don't have windows you can open, it's all air conditioned. Few bins dotted around, all looking good. Little buzz there for the compressor as well. My little train this. We then reach the end of the train into driver's cab. Very nice. Like I say, so far, definitely enjoying this one. Back to the main menu, and let's do a bit of a wet and rainy service, shall we? Make it a bit slippier, a bit of traction loss, make it a bit fun for ourselves. Also, let's have a look at the scenarios as well. It comes with 4 scenarios. It comes with extended service, filling in, temporary contact, and empty evening. So, like I did all the previous missions, where I did 1 a day, 5 days. We'll do 1 a day for the next 4 days, just to give us a bit more of a spread with your new routes. So tomorrow do extended service, Saturday filling in, Sunday temporary contract, and Monday empty evening. Right, let's jump back to the scenarios. Not scenarios, sorry, let's go back to the timetable. Let's go to the 465. We'll go for the forecast set this time, so let's take the first one. So we're going to do a bit of wet rain, wouldn't we? So, let's do summer rain. There we go. Do a return service, so we'll go to Charing Cross to Raynham, the other way around. I'll do Raynham to Charing Cross. That'll do. Don't know if you watched Delta's live stream. It said that the reason 700 is not in the game because they've been unsuccessful to get, but they've had. Yes, I say when it comes to trains and routes, you can't remember that they can't just build what they want. As licensing does play an important part in what Delta can and can't do. So it's not all about make train, do what you want. You need the permissions, you need the licenses, contracts, that kind of stuff. They are limited to what they can do sometimes. For the most part, you get quite a few, you do get the odd good scenario, you do get the odd good train. 465, from what I can tell, has been very well received by most. So departure is at 11:30. Have a quick look in the rain station today. We'll tell you about how later and disclose that. Nice and quiet here at Raynham. Don't get too many passengers out in the rain. So now running the 4-car sets, which is a bit lighter, a bit more nimble in acceleration. Does also mean that wheel slipping could potentially be a little worse as well, but that we'll deal with when the train gets into motion. I think there's a little bit of a tilt in the seats, I feel like. It's not quite straight. They kind of tilted to see a little bit of sway even for the scenario. A bit more relaxed, I see. More relaxed from our driver. Right, back to the cab. Let's get us ready to go, shall we? 15 seconds. We'll close the doors. Got the bell for the signal. And next stop, Gillingham at 11:34. You gotta remember, Morky, that a simulator, you're not expected to buy every single train, every single route. You buy the ones that you want. It's like Flight Simulator. No one expects you to buy all £10,000 worth of aeroplanes from PMDG, FS Labs, Aerosoft, whoever. You buy the ones that you want, you buy the routes and trains that you want, you don't buy the ones you don't want. It's not DLC that you need to complete the game, it's just add-on content they can do to enhance your experience. It's a very different thing, DLC and add-on content, to very different things that people need to kind of understand. Onto main line now, increasing it up to 75 miles per hour. This is the 11:29 Southeastern service to London Charing Cross. This train calls at Gillingham, Chatham, Rochester, Strood, Hyam Gravesend, Northfleet, Swanscombe, Greenhithe, Stone Crossing, Dartford, Slade Green, Erith, Belvedere, Abbey Wood, Umstead. There's more to that, Nathan. There's a lot more to that. Eventually then goes through a few more stations: London Bridge, Waterloo East and Charing Cross. There you go. Woolwich Arsenal, Woolwich Dockyard, Charlton, Lewisham, London Bridge, London Waterloo East and London Charing Cross. I know the guy who does the voices for Thameslink, Matt Streeton. Very good guy to talk to. Does know his stuff. Also appears in a few Jeff Marshall videos. In your country, it'd say one major stop and then terminus station. Really? They get all the stations? I'm trying to think, what is the route with the most stations in the UK? I think it might be the cross-country, well, it's probably going to be cross-country, Land's End to, Land's End John Groats routes. I see what London Waterloo would be pretty good. Just a shame that there's not in the routes, Kim. Just a shame it's not in the routes. Up to 74. Well, so here is 80. But the train can physically not go any faster. 75. Drops to 60 miles per hour now, so put the brakes on for that. Being a little more relaxed on the braking and acceleration there, because the train, like I say, in bad weather like this, has no adhesions, no perches on the rail. So, River trains as well. It's not so much. Also, it's not a River train as well anymore. It's now Transport for us, I believe. It's not so much that it has many stops. It's just the place names are really, really long. Lanthair, Quillen, something, go. So slowing down now for Gillingham. The crossing coming up. Train sim has released in UK, yes, Kent. Released on Steam and console now. We've crossed the crossing now. Station just visible in the fog in front of us. That's a hard one, actually. Sure. Whoops. Almost ran over my own train there. How long it takes to download? About 20 seconds, Joshua. It wasn't the biggest download in the world, this. It was not the biggest download in the world, 465. The train setup, Nathan, I got it from the US. It's a rail drive controller. £250, plus imports, tariffs and delivery. But well worth it. Well worth it indeed. I'm going to go a little bit faster now because I've realised that we're not going very fast for the other platform, and we have got a timetable to keep to, which I'm now slowly losing my first stop. There's one thing train drivers hate. It's well, being off time at your first stop. And this is by far my worst braking ever. That's better. Hopefully it's a quick stop here at Gillingham. Yeah, slow the train, loud the horn in the UK. Sounds about right, that. Sounds about right. Also, there is that slight little pause in there as well, as the S for the brakes do need to charge up. I wonder if I go to the brake pressure, does it actually affect it? What's this about? It doesn't really affect the air valves and the brake pressure. Toilets, however, flushing toilets do affect the brake valves and trains. Fun facts: the class, what is it? The Adelaide. I can't remember the train class top number, but the Adelante, which was a very popular train in the UK. No, it wasn't. It was actually possible to force the emergency brakes on the train by by flushing the toilet. Basically, it was not a very well thought out train, the Adelante. So there's a few famous YouTube poop videos out there. Good old Paul Timon and his videos. Yes, I've met Jeff Marshall. I know who he is and what he does. Station Chatham. Let's put the lights on again for the tunnel bits. Never text and drives, my friend. Never text and drive, especially on the train. We're now going to put into Chatham Station, just in front of us. Going to be Great Western livery, of course, because I've still forgotten to remove it from the. No, that's the best one, Southeastern Blue. Now approaching Chatham Station. Oh yeah, I've met Jeff Marshall twice. I've appeared in one of his videos. He's alright. Knows his stuff. Definitely knows his stuff. Met him at one of the Elizabeth line open days. and met him also during one of his challenge videos. Wow, braking is even worse now. I'm going to bet in the wet weather, probably is. Also, what I do like, you can actually lock and unlock the doors. Well, locking doors, of course, train stationary, but unlocking doors, if it's less than 5 miles per hour, I think it is, you can actually unlock doors while train's in motion, which is quite interesting. Same as the electric cars as well. It's not very fast. At lower speeds, it is possible to open doors, I guess, a bit early. Have quick transfer at stations. We're a couple seconds behind schedule right now. I've noted that our timetable is a little bit behind now by a few seconds, but not terrible. Nothing we can't recover later into the journey. I'm in 2 videos. One of them I appear in the background of. Whoops. No. Ah, shoot. What have I done? What have I done? Okay, I've locked the doors there. But now it's... Hang on, how... Right, okay, I get it now. I pressed the down button there, and it slightly messed up the drain cab controls. I'm still learning the rail driver stuff for Train Sim World. That was a rail driver issue, not a sim issue. There we go. Yep, top speed of 75 miles per hour. The next World Cup. Not the fastest trains in the world. The new motors, the AV motors, do allow for better acceleration, but top speed is still quite limited just because of the age of the trains. Just on the Thames Link, well, it's all Drawyah, so Drawyah operates Southeastern, Drawyah also operates Thames Link trains, as well as Southern, Great Northern and Gatwick Express. All forms the Drawyah network here in the UK. Passing through the Aldrich station now. The Aldrich station building, just in the fog there, the brick building there. Downhill, so I slow the acceleration down a bit. And what the train has, I'm not quite sure how to turn it on, but it does have a speed setting. I'm not quite sure how to turn it on. There's a button somewhere that I need to press for it. But, I'll try and find it. A little bit of cruise control on the trains. Not all of them have it activated anymore. It's a system that's basically never used. Cruise control, always a bit of an interesting feature as well. More speed going, because again I'm still braking way too early. Car 375 units to our right. I'll grab that map as well, short of the platform. Perfect. The map, thank you very much. 725, slowly getting there, the collectibles. I don't normally do collectibles, I don't know why. They're just there, I never really use them. We'll turn on these safety systems because, you know, safety. Also, actually, I love the animation as well. You actually have the T key that sits in the panel. You've also got fully functional intuitive brakes. I believe they are left off for most time because they just work better than them off. But I say small things that Dovetail done to this train that just really bring its life. Hands. We've got the EWS override at the roof there, very nice. Dose isolation, door control off the right hand side. The little cables and protection circuits over there. Fire extinguishers was important. Checkers in the seats. The animated. On, all animated. Wipers, all set. I say, it's a very detailed train, this. Fine job from Dovetail, this. Next station, Strood. Dovetail made the train, Aaron. The only thing Armstrong did was record the sounds in itself, made by Dovetail Games. The bridge. As to the right, and going with that in and out Strood is a very slow approach, and so be very cautious around that bit as well. Welcome Margin, how you doing? Welcome to Chatham Chats, how are you today? Yeah, got a bit of wheel slipping there, a little bit of traction loss. Small movements do allow for train to get a better grip on the line here. Yes, Chatham is the headquarters of Dovetail. You are correct, as I said earlier. Dovetail based at Chatham, your Chatham dockyard. Welcome Peter, how you doing? Welcome British Train Spotter, how you both doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. We're just slowly rolling into Strood now. Yeah, 4-car set, so I can imagine it's going to be slightly earlier stop marker for the 4-car trains here. Still a few seconds behind schedule, but not too bad. Again, nothing we can really work with. Not too bad, Arjun. Not doing too bad. Enjoying the train at the moment. So far, so good. Yeah, I mean, it's all positive to me at the moment. I've done a very fine job. Again, the sounds, the audio, by far the best thing in this train. Very well mixed, very well put together. Train sounds sublime. Welcome Victor, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. We'll do one more service after this one, so we'll do this service, we'll do one more nighttime service, and then we'll bring things to an end. As I guess the only negative right now with it is that service patterns can be a bit limited because it only operates between Charing Cross and Rainham. The Electrostars, the newer trains, get a bit more of the long distance wide breadth of the routes. That's it, during the next couple of days we'll do the different scenarios for that, and so enjoy it later on. There's no 6-8 car marker at the station, Strood. All trains stop at the end of the platform here. Welcome Chris, how you doing? Welcome to chats. And off we go. Remember, it's only a 50-mile-per-hour exit here, so don't go too fast. You moved to a new place, 2 days after to get the bus to get to the train. Oh, very nice, Victor, you enjoy it. Which line you work living by? In New York, so I can imagine it's over the, well, whoops, not quite yet. I've Long Island Railroad, you've got the New York Metro, got the surface trains as well. My knowledge of New York, I'm trying to think, like, New York trains. So you've got the Metro, you've got the surface lines, you've got Long Island Railroad. course, you've got your National Pennsylvania, no, East Corridor. I'm trying to remember which one it is from, Cellar, that's it, Cellar Express. Nice in the tunnel, no wet, no rain, it's just peace and quiet. Wipers off. As soon as you exit the tunnel, of course, it dampens damper straight away. Up to 70 miles per hour now. US. That's the master controller. Mile and a half to Higham. Mile and a half. None of those, Nathan. East Coast Way goes to New York. That's the Cellar Express. Brighton to Eastbourne, so East Coast Way and St. Patrick's Grade both do not go to New York. What about New York routes there? Near the rain from that. 0.8 miles to Higham. Couple of moments, gets us ready onto the brakes for that. Yep, Faversham to Ramsgate. You do get the odd train. You do get the odd train, but they aren't super common. Adelante. Oh look, Adelante. Not about you guys earlier. The fantastic train, which broke down at every possible moments. Still remember the good old Paul Timer videos at the Adelante. No, we're not doing Doha to Qatar. Also, it's just train sim, Tom, not flight sim. Wrong platform. On the left there, you've got the 4 to 6 car marker. Also, white car even. Brakes on. Doors open, and I believe this is then as far as the scenario takes us for the Charing Cross. As later on. Oh no, I'm wrong, sorry. We get one more. We have one more stop at Gravesend, sorry, and then we branch away for Charing Cross. We've got the freight yards in front of us, which will allow for a bit more speed as well. Moments, turn on the right hand side, now departing. Give me an idea of what the different sounds are like actually. So it's just your standard high pitch work. The networkers. Keep an in fact I'll change to this camera. I'll move right up to the bogies for the motors. Keep an ear out for the ABB traction motors, as it has high power output, changes tone. And basically, it's a I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's a pulsating traction motor. As more power voltage goes into the motors, it increases the voltage. At the same time, increases the whir. Stop it from overloading. Like in a car, you change your gear, it changes the pulse, changes the gear tone. So instead of increasing power, but it's distributed more into the train. As a result, the tone drops, and it kind of accelerates from there. Quite smart little technology that, and for me, the best sound for a train. So I say the London Underground's 1996 trains, the Jubilee Line trains, also have very similar sound as well. As they press the reverser there, try to do that again. Make sure it's accelerating preferably. So it is, yeah, there we go, accelerating again. Yes, you'll be going nowhere. Classic Adelante that. Oh, there's a Trans-Pennine livery there. They're all coming out in force, the fancy liveries train sim. The whistle boards, both for crossings and shunt work freight yards. 3 miles, we'll be arriving at Gravesend. Welcome Hyperlife, how are you doing? Welcome to Champs Chats, how are you today? He picks her Adam's username because they're roughly the same age. Fair enough. They're late 90s if I recall the Atlantes, late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah, there's quite a few crossings in this section. I imagine 2 people walking on the in the wet weather today, but got Alan, got to be shot. Any crossing, potential danger for someone to be on the track. Especially no visibility like today. Especially no visibility. This camera's slightly moving, I think it is. It's slowly tilting downwards. I'm having to kind of pull the controller closer to me every couple of minutes. 1.6 miles to Gravesend now. Get that speed back up again. If we leave it into the throttle 2 position, throttle 1 even, just kind of limits train there decelerating, keep it up to speed, especially on the 0.4% uphill gradients. Low adhesion, low purchase. Got to be very careful with the weather today. It's down to 30 now. Pure yellow signal. And I'm going to the red soon. We've not spotted Trainbow in the stream, Nathan, but we've seen it a couple of times in the sim. Both moving, both stationary, and in my own time when I'm not streaming, I've also done a couple of drives in it as well. I think it's like a 4% chance of you getting it with any train run. 4% chance of you driving the Trainbow or spotting it. Freight train to the right. Yes, I have done Long Island Railway and Trains World. I've done all the routes in Trains World. Start to finish, not a single one yet missed. Right, welcome to Gravesend. So I'm going to do one more service after this. We'll do it at night, hopefully. As there is one more short service that the 45 offers you in timetable mode. So try and do all the timetable stuff at the very least. Get the full mix of that. Cloudy weather, bit windy. That has to offer. Fortunately, our stop marker, it's underneath this helpful little viaduct there, so at the very least, no drops on the windshield. He says there's a train pokes out the outside the viaduct, of course. So, fortunately, our train does get a little bit wet under there. Just. Thought to get away with it, but sadly the answer is not. We'll just put it into the slow mode. Well, that's it. It's the end of the run now, so at this point another driver will then take it over to Charing Cross. Yeah, drivers will change and then continue Charing Cross, and then I'll just go home, whatever. So I now live at Gravesend apparently. But that's one way of doing things. So you get the full service to Charing Cross, you just can't take it as far as Charing Cross because, like I say, later down the line, that's where the train then branches off. You go onto the high speed line at Ebbsfleet. Normally, you can then go to Ebbsfleet North, which is about there-ish. So off the map, away from the Chatham Main Line. Oh, you can't see it, can you? Because my mouse is not visible. Fair enough. So where the screen is about centred here is where Ebbsfleet North is, just north of Ebbsfleet International. I'm using my mouse to circle things, but I just remember you can't actually see my mouse, can't you? Right, end of objective, end of scenario. So I'll quickly reset this, that's for nighttime mode, that goes forward, that goes centre. Right, let's see how it is again. Stopping, one station, Chatham, they asked for a stop marker, but apart from that, actually doing pretty good. Strood, pretty much on point there actually, very good indeed. In terms of speed limit again, better than before, pretty much better than speed limit. Timetable, we're about a minute behind towards the end. But for the most part, yeah, between Chatham and Rochester we lost a minute. Did not recover it up to Gravesend. We weren't losing anymore. Silver medal for that. Oops, main menu. Let's do one more scenario and then bring things to an end. Yes, I do play Military Sims. I play Arma 3 in my own time. I used to on the channel as well, but people didn't enjoy it, so I stopped doing it as well. Do timetable. 465, continue. There's one more short service. There we go. Victoria to Gillingham. Gillingham, Victoria. We'll we have a later one for Gillingham, Victoria. The answer is latest one. We've got a depot run as well. Make it winter then, perhaps. Winter clear, that'll do. And by then, the evening services should be the middle of the night. There you go. Also, snow textures should be pretty good. Right, I'm going to ban you now, JVAtor, because I'm bored of talking to you now. Respect, that's all I ask for. Don't show it. Right, TK40, London Victoria to Gillingham, Total Service operating London Victoria to Gillingham, Class 465, Southeast trains. So far, so good. Right, last key in. Train into forward. Unlocked. No need for wipers, it's clear. But on the isolation for the AWS. Oh, right, that's all set. Turn the cab lights as well. Have a look outside. Enjoy some of the snow textures on the train. Because it actually snowed recently down in the southeast of England. Snowed quite heavily, so as the textures, they could probably do quite a good reference to that. And it's pretty good. Bit of snow underpanding there, right on the edges. Settles on the little coupling bit down there. Roof, of course, in the snow as well. Looks good, this. That's a bit of ice on the roof. Extra bit of shine, a few little markers. That's definitely frozen, that. Got my strays display also looks pretty good. It's a very, very well made train, it's actually from what I tell. One of the best they've done in a long time, that's. The windows got the halogen bulbs, not LEDs, there's old halogen bulbs in there. And the slightly darkened windows. They've done a fine job. Done a very fine job. Right, close the doors. For ourselves for departure. It will be nighttime running, that's actually. Nighttime running for the nighttime time. So this is a southeastern service to Gillingham, calling at Brixton, Herne Hill, West Dulwich, Sydenham Hill, going east, Kent House, Beckenham Junction, whoops, little slippage, Beckenham Junction, Shortlands, Bromley South, Bickley, St Mary Cray. Right, so yeah, bit of wheel slipping there, a bit more careful on the acceleration. Not very far on, we do terminate at Gillingham, which is the second stop on the service. But that was proper wheel slip there. Not a lot of fun. Trying to do it again, shall we? There you go. And it's struggling. It's acceleration there. Swanley, Barringham Road, Longfield, Mopeham, Toll Street, Rochester, Chatham, and Gillingham. Please remember your belongings when leaving the train. While ridership has been continuing to increase, safety is a concern. About 1,000 more offers and crimes dropped, so it's happened again. Yes, New York's transports does sound rather interesting at times. I'm sure this camera's slipping, or something is moving with it. It's not staying put. It's not staying put. Which Chatham station now visible at the end of the tunnel there? Drawyah permanent announcer at train stations and airports, you didn't nail it. Well, if anybody wants to use my voice, get in touch. Anybody knows whoever's in charge of announcements at Heathrow, give me a script. A nice slow approach to Chatham now. Now approaching Chatham. We're only a 4-car set right now, so looking for the 4-car stop marker, which in this case, again, right by the destination boards. Nice and early, about 40 seconds early, it's pretty good. It's the older than new. As like I say, the networker, the Electrostar, is network underneath. It's old on the left, sorry, yeah, new on the left, old on the right. The network design, while the body has been updated, the interiors have been updated, that kind of stuff, the old train still has a lot of the older basic circuitry and stuff what's within it. Yes, Del, yeah, I've got a rail driver here. This is a rail driver. So that passes the board. Make our departure in about 45 seconds. It's a nice slow run at the end of the line. What underground would you like to see in Train Squad 2 next? I'd like to see the Metropolitan line. I think the Metropolitan line would be a pretty good one for both. Actually, it really depends, like, because the Metropolitan line's in the process of being automated. So up until I think it's like Baker Street, it's all automatic trains. There's no manual control. You'd have to pick a route that is still manually driven. There's no point having a train-smalled route where trains are automatic, because that defeats the point of having the route, I guess, apart from press one button train goes. You have to find a route that gives the driver something to do, rather than press one button, off you go, you're done. Oops, still not paying attention with the slipping there. Owen, how you doing, man? Welcome back. Thanking us for the run of Southeastern High Speed 45, I see. We're already on the stream now. This is the last route, going to our last station. I'd love to see a crew line instead of all 7 DLCs. Well, like I said, the next British DLC confirmed is going to be the Dublin. It's not 5 circle lines. It's one of the other. Sorry, not Dublin. It's also Glasgow. One of the Glasgow circle lines, not 5. It's the other one. That one's been confirmed in the 314 units. After that, no other UK lines confirmed yet. Got the upcoming Rose line. You've also got one from the US. Can't quite remember the railroad which one it is. It's more and more routes, more and more trains that do slowly appear in Trains and World. Welcome, Protocol, how are you doing? Welcome to James Chats. Welcome, Max, how are you doing? One mile to Gillingham. 1 mile to the end of our route. a red signal coming up before the station, so potentially stop short of the platform for passing traffic in front of us. Have to double check that. Get more speed going, I guess. Bowden Cross City Line. It would be an interesting one. Quite interesting units on that line as well. Made it for OpenBVE, Bowden Cross City Line. Going to be a electric on the right. The yellow signal. Ah, okay. So the signal was red earlier. Was that train to pass? Give us clearance going to the terminating platform here at Gillingham. I'm going to change points to the far right now. Down to 15 miles per hour for that. Yes, majority of the English routes have been based in the southeast, but that's because Dovetail Games are based in the southeast, so for them it's the easiest routes to do. As your third-party companies as well, a chance to kind of expand more opportunity, the routes up to the north, moreover. Evelyn at the station now, just put into platform. And so this train now end the platform, or gets to the platform at Gillingham, and then its next run, I believe, will be off to the depot afterwards. We'll see. That's how long it is. Maybe we'll do depot run afterwards as well. Right, doors open. Nice and busy tonight, Gillingham station. Yeah, like a window view out of this train without the shelter there blocking the view. Probably not. Probably not. Go this carriage instead. There we go. So there'll be a depot run off this. Depending on what time we depart, which will probably be instantly actually, we'll give that a go. This train this train terminates here. All change, please. Now GPU's at 70. Can't go on holiday to get tiny GPU instead. Very nice. There are better ways of doing it, I can imagine. More recommended ways. Oh, that's quite interesting actually, the animation. Whoops, yeah, that's all fine. Stopping, pre-all fine. Quite interesting animation there. Looking at the continue journey. We'll go back to free roam. Look at the top of the door there, the frame. That's what your doors, whoops. Ah, it was departing, is it now? Whoops, let me out. We'll just, whoops. Ah, come on. There we go. Open the doors. It has actually got the proper sliding bars as well as part of the door animation. Very nice, that. Very nice indeed. Right, so train the parts. Well, scheduled service starts at 18:22:30. The stop location to get here. So next one will be a depot run. So we'll drive train to the depot, and then we'll bring things to an end. Wait 30 seconds for the train to be given the clearance, I guess. Signalman, get a clearance, and then into the depot about 1 mile in front of us. So 30 seconds, wait for that. Over here, might as well continue to look around. The driver in his Southeastern uniform. It's very cosy, that. And yes, like I say, it's overall a very, very fun little train to drive. Regenerating on the destination boards. There's no way changes, I don't believe. Whoops, I believe they are automatic in this train. There's no display panel, no control, nothing you can really play with. The station boards are automatic based on the routes you're driving. Right, obligation is indicated. Check with the signalman. Note for change. That because there's a train approaching. The answer is not that I can see. There is one further down the line. Waiting for him. It's going to be a very long wait. That's very long wait indeed. Make sure the levers are set for the correct track. Once you're to our manual. That's all set. Signal's green, there we go. Get going. Like I say, a nice slow run to depot. Green signal, clear as well. Red signal, but point sets to the left, just fine. Do enjoy it, Nathan. Do enjoy it. It's a very fun little train. Southeastern's still a pretty good route. You'll enjoy it. Okay, Nathan. Have a good one. Bye bye. The old control box there on the right, very nice. Don't need to accelerate any much faster than this, down to 15 anyway for the points. Points have already been set, so it's just a case of, well, slowly driving the train down, coasting down 700 yards, and bring it to a halt at the end of the depot line. Tomorrow morning, of course, I'm going to start a run to Victoria from Gillingham. Okay, Pride Gamer, you have a good one. Bye bye. Go. Got one more electric truck currently siding. This train that's been terminated for the night. And you'll get too many train washers this time of year as well, with the snow and ice. Heated. Not always go without scratches. Heading right now, Pink, to the depot here at Gillingham. Sailing our train for the night. Quick horn there, allow people in the area to know that train's slowly approaching. Just where the train on the right is also aligned, we'll kind of bring it up right to the stop marker. Let's terminate it next to that. Braking. Again, you slow the train down. Our indicator going a little bit further than that. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stop. Perfect. Of course, little thing there. So up 60. Didn't need it. Nice. They close 15. So far, so good. Then a gold medal. Yeah. I mean, like I say, that's pretty much then the end of our little run today in the 465. So we'll set train off nights, tail lights on, headlights off, train into, muffler train to off, into the off position, cab lights off, down for the night. Light all the safety systems, then the power will cut off itself in the next couple of minutes. Jump down, close the door. Stable away for the night. Yeah, I mean, so I'll say that is now the end of that. So Class 469/9 for Train Sim World High Speed, Southeastern High Speed. Very fun train to drive. The sound, probably the best sound I've had in Train Sim World for a long time. Again, the level of detail, the train itself, very well put together and highly recommended. It's a good time for Dovetail. They're going in the right direction. The train itself looks to be very popular with people at the moment, so good on them. Good on the future of the sim you'll love and enjoy. So, thank you for watching. Over the next couple of days, don't forget, we'll be doing the different scenarios for Train Sim Mods, so do tune in for that. Hope you guys enjoyed the watch. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Do subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you all very much for watching. I shall see you again, well, tomorrow for some more Flight Sim, and tomorrow also for some Train Sim scenarios. Take care, have a good one, and bye-bye.